Now the learning objectives. The learning objective is to understand the concept of society, what exactly is the society and value, and its application in modern management and real life as ever. So you have to understand what is society, what are values, and how they are applicable in modern management and real life. To know and understand Indian values and norms. So there is, with special reference to Indian values and norms, we're gonna look about what's there for international managers into Indian values and norms. And the learning outcomes, they should be able to understand, you know, to manage efficiently in Indian and general settings. So this you have to understand. You have to manage people efficiently in Indian and general settings once you have the knowledge of the Indian values in society. The pedagogy, we will see first introduction to society, what is society, and second we will have a look on values and its power, what are the values and what's are its power, and we'll see a cyclical concept of renewal, and in the end we'll have a look on Indian social values and norms. Let's get on. Now, first we'll see what is basically a society. Now, society is a group of people, who are staying together, and they have relations. They are related to each other, and society is basically about people living in a large group and sharing same geographical area. As for Indian society is sharing the Indian subcontinent, the area of Indian subcontinent, where people are staying together, and are the group of people. Now, there are some common characteristics in society, like common characteristics. People are related to each other by ethnicity, gender, age, and religion. So people having similar religion, similar ethnicity are to be there in one society. There are some common characteristics, as people in India are nowadays, people are very young, and that's the common characteristic of the Indian society. As per the age, and people in India mainly are Hindus, and it's 14% of Muslims, and also 2% of Christians, and there are many religions and many other castes which coexist in Indian subcontinent. That's how they are, this common characteristics in the end, they determine your behavior. They are they are the reference for the behavior which one shows at work, and in managing ourselves, and in managing home and work, everything you have to manage, and that's been determined by the society, because society is the foundation for the characteristics which are the determinants for the behavior. Now let's get on to the next, which is the values. Now, values are the beliefs, the common beliefs hold by the group of people, staying under similar political territory. The values are the belief of those common people, and the values is about the modes and the means or the ends to action, the how, and how do you perceive your goal. It's about what goal and how do you perceive it, and how do you achieve it, which modes and which means you use to achieve those goals is being determinants of values, and those are the beliefs which in which you believe. And there is something, there's concept of preference, and values and preference are something different. Values are something which you believe, and preference is something which you want, so it's secondary. Now, what happens in normal organizational settings, people like which they prefer, they take decision similar to their preferences that bring benefits in short term, but values, if you are taking your decisions with in terms of your values, those gonna bring larger and huge impact for the longer term. And it's about, there is a temptation for our preferences, for shorter term, that should be strongly held, and we should as a manager, as a leader, should focus only on the values which are being held by the group of people together living under one territory. And these are the values. And for example, now Indian values in India, people believe in the status of women in India, like about the status of women in India. People believe that they the females are the part of the god of Ma Durga, and who represents the power. And we have seen this the concept of power in certain great females from India, like the Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi and Devi Ahilyabai of Indore, who were very brave in the battlefield. And they have defeated many of the other enemies, so at their time. And that's because of their spirit and spirit of power. So they have seen also female rishis, like female masters, who have been there for thousands of years in India. And that's the because they hold their value in the power of the Ma Durga, who is the representation of power for females. So that's one of the value in which Indian girls, Indian ladies believe. And there is one of the other value, which is basically about the family. It's about the social unit. It's the family plays a big role in Indian culture, and people stay together, and they're cousins, and there is a lot of get-togethers, and which enhances the social bond. And it's about celebrations, and that's how people like to live in India. And this is also one of the value in which people of India believe in. And there is also some certain common characteristics, that like freedom for all religion in India. This is a concept which has been seen in India. It's about the religion, you're free to adopt any religion, wherein you can see in some countries where there is too much of dictatorship, or so that's these countries do not mainly give status to all religions to be practiced. And there are blasphemies and all those, and they make laws and do not let other people to. But in India you will find something different, and there you can practice all religion and every faith. So that's the fundamental right which is guaranteed by the country's constitution. And every citizen in India is peacefully practicing and promoting their religions. And it's about all about the tolerance. It's all about the will of the Indian people, who are making them more ahead in the all walks of life. So this is about some common values and beliefs of India. And what are values and beliefs. And there are some norms. Norms are evaluative beliefs. The second point is norms, which is the evaluative belief. That means you think about that value, and it's about the acceptability. Now, values are mainly desirable, but there are some things which should be make mandatory and acceptable. Those things are there is it's desirable. Some you have to practice certain actions which are desirable to the values, or to the requirements of what is right and wrong in the society. Like for example, you have to this example, people are on the organizational setting, you have to give a certain kind of respect, and you need to maintain certain kind of etiquettes which are desirable. Those are the norms. Some are the corporate norms, there are public norms which are to be accepted and to be these norms are basically derived, and they prevail values. It's about the strong values which becomes norms. That's norms. And there is internalized value. Now internalized value are the values which are being gone to your heart and which stays in your heart, which are internalized in your actions, in your behavior. And these this internalized value have the origin in the social settings, and social settings helps to they form the values and norms on which an individual is an individual is performing. And that's how that's about the self expectation. There is what any individual do is in regards to the values and the norms of the society, and that's the basis for the self evaluation, and that enhances the self esteem. If there are certain actions which are more favorable or more acceptable in society, so that's how people get more and more of similar actions. They bring similar kind of things again and again in order to get the in order to everyone should get about what we say is like motivating everyone. It's about building self-esteem. And so it could be seen in like in the case of US. And there are internalized value of hard work, which is the spirit of the nation, and that's how people perceive each other. So if you are not hardworking, if you are not, according to the values and the norms of the society, if you are not reacting to the same, you will be either categorized on the upper or the lower scale. So what do? You form your behavior uh, according to the values, according to what's the expectation of the society, and that's how you are motivated. If you can see, if there are certain countries where there are no hard work, there is laziness all around. And some there are many countries in world which are very lazy, and that's laziness is the determinant of the social behavior of the people of the nation. And people are not motivated because society also do not expect them to perform. Something should be celebrated as part of the country, like success is celebrated in US, and it's all over in the western part of the world. And some internalized value and core values are very much praised in East, and that's how the the internalized value play part in the origin of any individual and growing of any individual. Now the power of personal values results in motivation. So the last is results in motivation. Now this is how you get motivated. Your personal values are the ones which motivate you, and this is the determinant of your behavior. So for again and for example, like people in India are being motivated by some very good kind of values, like providing values to the other people. And the Tata Steel, which is one of the company, again they have their slogan as like values stronger than steel. So they regard values more than this what's the product is. And there are been this is about the point is here what I want to make is this social values energizes everything concerned with it, For an individual, committing to values releases fresh energies which which attract success, achievement, and well-being. Once once you believe in the real values and you do it for the self sake of doing it, and you follow it for the sake of following it, and it gives you some kind of energy which is the spiritual energy, and which helps you to bring more and more success to you. It's about the values and its power. And the first one before one was the society, and what are the values. So societies are the group of people staying together for having similar characteristics, and which results in similar behavior, and thus the values are the beliefs. Some core beliefs. Norms are evaluative beliefs which are to be followed. Internalized value are the it is main at the bottom of your heart, and which results in the motivation.